Okay, Benny, one of the funniest days ever that I really just enjoyed being live for was President Trump's closing arguments in New York for his trial, what they tried to do with Trump and lawfare. Obviously horrific, but the circus outside was so entertaining. Oh, man, you just kind of long for it, right? Remember when Robert De Niro decided to step up to the microphone and tell the American people things without a script? And that's very bad for a guy as dumb as Robert De Niro. Very talentless, actually. And also, when he's not on a absolutely silent movie set, boy, he gets really flustered. People started setting off their car alarms just to...
What does that mean? Is that the country we want to live in? Do we want him running this country and saying, I'm not leaving, I'm dictator for life?
This kept happening throughout Robert De Niro's little speech outside of Trump in the courthouse, and it got him very, very angry, quite flustered.
This is really, even these people over here are it's kind of crazy. It's really crazy, and this thing, Donald Trump has created this. He should be telling them not to do this, but he's just...
Little Robert is so upset. He's very, very flustered. He's very bothered by all of this. Little Robert De Niro had to, by the way, as far as I know, according to my sources, was wearing these shoes when he was giving that press conference. These are the Robert De Niro specials right here. Very, very popular in the 5'7" actor's household. That, along with the padded shirts here. What a humiliation. Robert De Niro trying to leave that press conference after wetting himself and getting yelled at in the streets.
Let's go.
Completely roasted by New Yorkers.
You tough kid! You loser! We are going to fight back. Trying to do it.
Watch out.
You just missed these days.
Gentlemen in this world. You are gangsters. You are gangsters.
Step aside, guys. Make a hole. Make a hole.
You are gangsters, he says. Okay, man. Like, that's why you have a career, is playing gangsters. And, I mean, kind of a cool thing to be called by Robert De Niro, honestly. You know, it's not a cool thing to be called as a Jewish Nazi. I don't know.
We see it all the time. He will not want to leave. He set it up with his, I guess he's the Goebbels of the cabinet, Stephen Miller. He's a Nazi. Yes, he is, and he's Jewish, and he should be ashamed of himself.
Okay, so MSNBC. He's on MSNBC. He's on this like little ding-dong MSNBC show. The correct way to follow up with that is to say, what is a Jewish Nazi? Like, do you have any evidence of that? It's quite a statement that Stephen Miller is a Jewish Nazi. Stephen Miller, certainly not one to let an insult like that go, especially given the fact that his family is being threatened every single day in Washington, D.C. They've had to leave and flee their house after people were writing outside that they lived there, marking their home for destruction. You know how it goes. I certainly know how it goes. And ladies and gentlemen, being called a Jewish Nazi by De Niro. Stephen Miller's
Okay, remember over the
this.
weekend, Robert De Niro even called Stephen Miller, who is Jewish, a Nazi. Take a look.
He will not want to leave. He set it up.
Resulting in the arrest of 9 illegal immigrants, some of which have been previously arrested for heinous crimes. Make no mistake, the left has no intention on toning down their rhetoric. The left is now unveiling, and this is chilling, a new master ICE tracker nationwide to track the location of ICE agents and their operations and tip off people that are in this country illegally. By the way, take away the element of surprise, put a target on these law enforcement officers' backs. This will end in a disaster for men and women in law enforcement who put their lives on the line to make our country safer. And when it does, the left, they will have more blood on their hands. Here with reaction, Deputy Chief of Staff for Policy, Homeland Security Advisor Stephen Miller. First, your reaction to Robert De Niro. I don't know. If it was me, I think I'd be hiring an attorney, and I'd be looking at suing for defamation. Number two, the master ICE tracker that they're putting on a website nationwide. Oh, that's going to make it really safe for ICE agents.
Well, Robert De Niro is a sad, bitter, broken, old man who is mostly enraged because he has not made a movie worth watching in at least 30 years. Probably the longest string of flops, failures, embarrassments. This man has been degrading himself on camera with one horrific film after another for my entire adult life. And he's not taken seriously by anybody, not by his family, not by his friends, not by his community. He's a shell of a man, and everyone disregards everything he says. But let's talk about the threats to ICE officers. What we are seeing from the radical left, from the Democrat Party, is a direct frontal assault, attack on federal law enforcement, on the United States Constitution, and on the bedrock principle that the federal government is the supreme law of the land.
Ladies and gentlemen, a couple of important fact checks here on Stephen Miller. First, Robert De Niro hasn't made a good movie. Robert De Niro has made absolute trash over the last couple of, well, decades. You can see here, look at some of these. Here's his Rotten Tomatoes. It's got an 8%. Tin Soldier got an 8%. Alto Knights got a 39%. Trash. SNL, whatever. That's not really a Robert De Niro thing. Henry Fonda for president, whatever that is. About My Father, 30%. So pretty much everything that isn't a Scorsese movie. 28%. Savage Salvation, 28%. Amsterdam, 31%. Goodness gracious. Some of these are like documentaries and stuff. The Comeback Trail, 30%. The War with Grandpa, 29%. Look at this. This guy sucks. I didn't like The Irishman. Some people liked it. It got a good score here. Whatever. I don't like it. I didn't like it. Joker. Yeah, I'll take the memes from that. I'll take it. Here we go. I Am Duran, 38%. I'll give him Joker. You know what I mean? Yeah. But they ruined that one. You know, they ruined that one. But the Robert, that I will give. That I will give Robert De Niro has a hilarious and remarkable performance by Robert De Niro. The Comedian, 24%. Hand of Stone, 44%. Dirty Grandpa, 10%. Gross. Look at this. Trash. Joy, 57%. Heist, 30%. I'm telling you, the guy he's done. He's toast. He's trash. Why are you keep doing this, man? Why do you keep doing this? We all knew how small, mentally and physically, wacko, former actor Robert De Niro was. De Niro, who suffers from an incurable case of Trump derangement syndrome, commonly known as TDS, met outside the courthouse with force greater than the radical left, MAGA. Robert, whose movies, artistry, and brand have gone way down in value since he entered the political arena at the request of Joe Biden, looked so pathetic and sad out there. Where have you gone, Joe DiMaggio? President Trump should end all truths with "Where have you gone, Joe DiMaggio?" Ladies and gentlemen, an exciting time, fun time. My, how the mighty have fallen. It's your boy Benny. Like, share, and subscribe.